After his most recent arrest for some heinous claimed offenses, things only seem to be getting worse for young Philly. Although the age of consent in the UK is 16, a girl has spoken up all these years after young Philly was arrested and went viral in a video many years ago for returning to his residence at the age of just 17. But what is young Philly's sentence going to be? Be sure to stick around till the end of the video for the full details. Many were stunned to learn of his arrest, but what's even more shocking is how few people are supporting him, as these allegations are still allegations, and he's yet to be charged. Practically all of his friends and co-workers are removing themselves from the situation. But first, let's review how things got to this position before discussing how people are now reacting. Everything was going well for Philly while he was on tour in Australia, with fans looking forward to his shows in Perth, Melbourne, and Sydney. Then, the unexpected happened. Australian federal officers led him out of a bar and into an unmarked police car. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notification bell. This way you'll never miss out on any future celebrity videos similar to these. As we briefly mentioned at the start of the video, a 17-year-old has exposed her alleged traumatic experience with young Philly, and the video is sitting on almost 1 million views and has got everyone talking.
And to be honest, I never planned on saying anything at all. It's only because of what's come out now that I feel like I should have said something in the past, and I should say something now. 4 years ago, I spoke to young Philly on Instagram DM. He DM'd me and I ended up going to his flat. Him and his management, they worked very hard to manipulate me, obviously me when I was 17, and to make me feel like if I said anything then they could ruin my life would be over, you know, it'd be awful for me, awful for my mental health. So they convinced me to stay quiet. And right now I just feel awful because I feel like in light of what's happened to this poor woman in Australia, maybe it could have been prevented if I'd said something before. I was 17 and when it first happened, the incident, I didn't have anyone to talk to about it. I was very alone and I was very embarrassed and I literally didn't know what to do. I didn't want to talk about it then, and to be honest, I don't want to talk about it now. I don't want to go into details. It's embarrassing and it's horrible to relive it. However, I also don't want him to get away with this.
Now, of course, when something like this happens, a lot believe it's just for attention as his name is in the mud right now. Others have been praising her for speaking up about her alleged experience. And the majority of the comments underneath the video are stuff like, "Why do you suddenly start to speak now?" Wow to the people saying, "Why speak out now?" Sometimes it takes someone else to stand up for you to find your voice. Call the police in Perth if you have evidence, not the TikTok police. Before this horrific arrest, witnesses claimed to have seen him having fun at the club, which added to the surprise nature of the situation. Philly is facing serious claims, with CCTV evidence and injuries to the alleged victim being presented in court. Even though he was given bail, the terms are severe.
Yes, my peoples, like everyone, I've heard the reports coming out of Australia. Whilst I understand many of you want my reaction on it, as this is an ongoing court case, I hope you guys can understand that I can't and won't be commenting on it publicly. So yeah, I've just come on here to basically let you know the reasons as to why I can't. Love.
He cannot speak to the victim or discuss the case online, and he must stay in Western Australia and report to the police every day. In addition, he had to provide $100,000 as a guarantee of funds, which highlights how serious the situation is. For those who are not familiar with young Philly, this arrest has a significant impact on millions of his fans. He has a large following on social media sites like Instagram and YouTube, and many of them looked up to him. Fans and other creators are shocked by this, especially since Philly is closely associated with creators like Beta Squad and The Sidemen, which are well known in the UK scene and in general. Just a few days back, his close friend and business partner Chunks finally spoke about Philly's allegations. And the thing is, whether he's guilty or not, young Philly's name has been dragged through the mud by the media, and his image has been tarnished permanently. Another big recent talking point was when the Sidemen removed their 20 versus 1 Young Philly video, which was arguably their best one of the series, and had over 40 million views at the time. Following his shocking arrest, several businesses and companies, including Foot Asylum, the Football Association, FA, Heinz, and ASOS, quickly dropped the online star. Many of his social media friends have been giving their reactions to the news, where popular figure Danny Aarons was on a recent livestream and gave his thoughts.
Oh yes, boys, this whole situation, I don't know what do you know what I mean? What do I do? Lads, I found out the same time as you lot, probably later, to be fair, because I'm not gonna lie, I overslept. Lads, I'm as shocked as you lot are. I'm like, hand on heart, generally, I'm as shocked as you lot are. Look, I'm just gonna play FIFA, man. Like, let's just chill, play the RTG. Like, what do you want me to do, mate?
Before we go any further into the video, what are your guys' honest thoughts on the situation? When the news came out, were you shocked? Or could you see something like that eventually happening? Comment down below. Another close friend of Philly's is Angry Ginge, who he does the Girth and Turth Pro Clubs with, and he was in complete disbelief when he found out the news in the morning when it broke.
Right, see what's going on Twitter. First of all, I'm the exact same as yous. I'm shocked. Yeah, you know, mental. But he's now obviously involved in legal proceedings. I cannot comment on legal proceedings. Yeah, you know it is. Mad. 17,000. I didn't even get this on GNT before it. Crazy. But no, chat. Honestly, I can't comment on legal proceedings. I don't know anything more.
It's reasonable to assume that brands might respond even faster and more decisively in situations like this, given that these have been allegations and rumors involving Philly, and that we're talking about actual charges. Social media frequently turns into a courtroom, with people searching for old tweets, videos, and clips to confirm their suspicions. Suddenly, seemingly harmless items aren't aging well at all. Even if all the evidence hasn't been provided yet, some people infer guilt based only on the arrest. Therefore, the narrative takes on a life of its own when others begin to share their interpretations. Only time will tell what's going to come from this case, and it'll be around December when we next get an update, when it all goes to trial, which is likely when the supposed CCTV footage will be released, and the picture gets painted clearly of what actually happened. Anyway, this concludes today's video. Be sure to subscribe to LoafTube for future celebrity videos, and turn on that post notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Until then, see you in the next one.